Welcome back everyone to another episode of The Road Chose Me. You might be wondering why I'm leaning on a huge big red fire truck made by Acela. Well, Acela have been making these things for a while, but I'll show you just quickly. I'm here because now Acela make this. Two-door Jeep Gladiator, uprated payload. Of course, I'm interested. Let's get all the details.
Good afternoon. My name is David Ronsen. I'm the president of Acela Truck Company. Our company is about 10 and a half years old now. We introduced the Acela Montera, quite a large truck, about 10 and a half years ago, after about a year of development. So we've been in the high mobility defense vehicle space for commercial application in North America. About 2 years ago, we wanted to bring a lighter, less expensive, but equally capable vehicle to the North American market. We studied the market quite a bit, looked at a lot of different vehicles, and about 4 months ago, we introduced our new product. We call it the Jeep Gladiator-based breacher. Breacher is the first guy in a SWAT team that takes the door down and allows access to other members of the SWAT team. The breacher is very, very unique. As you could probably tell by now, this is a two-door extended cab Gladiator. So we took all of the attributes of the Gladiator, four-wheel drive capability, comfort, payload, and we've really just enhanced it for commercial use, for overlanding use, for emergency services use. What we do is we cut off about the last third of the cab, and we replace that with a custom extended cab. And why would we do that? Sounds kind of crazy. The reason we do that is because we can get up to 3,000 pounds of payload on the only compact cabin chassis available in North America. So from a commercial standpoint, this makes this a very, very unique vehicle. From an overlanding standpoint, there's no bed that's even close to being this size for a camper or for gear hauling or for a rack system, whatever you want to do with it, that's on a compact vehicle, and certainly not one that's on a vehicle that's this capable. We have four-wheeled the heck out of these things at well over factory GVWR with suspension enhancements and with frame enhancements in some cases, and they perform absolutely miraculously. So a lot of people ask us about the GVWR enhancement that we perform on the Gladiator. It is optional, it's not automatic. We have 3 different suspension upgrades. Stage one is really for somebody who hauls very heavy stuff, but infrequently. Second is for somebody who's at GVWR or our GVWR modified pretty much all the time. The third is the same thing. We've partnered with AEV, and we offer as a stage 3 kit the AEV HD Dual Sport suspension kit. And that allows us in part to increase the GVWR. Also, when we take all the sheet metal off the vehicle, you'd be surprised what the pickup bed weighs, and you'd be very surprised what the rear of the cab weighs. So we actually gain about 1,000 pounds, maybe a little bit more, by just removing the sheet metal from the vehicle.
For the payload increase, Acela are using a trick that has been used by the Aussies for a couple of decades whenever they increase the payload of their vehicles. And it's got to do with borrowing some of the towing rating and adding it to the payload rating. So if we look at when a Gladiator drives down the road, it's allowed to weigh 12,500 pounds, the vehicle fully loaded and the trailer maximum fully loaded. So the engine, the transmission, the cooling systems, all of those things have been rated and warranted and certified to be able to drive along at that 12,500 pounds. So then the question becomes, what if you just take some of that weight out of the trailer and put it into the vehicle itself? In fact, what if you just don't have a trailer at all and put even more weight in the vehicle? The engine, transmission, and cooling systems, they're not seeing any additional load because it was all rated to deal with that anyway. Of course, the big caveats there are the brakes and the axles. And so Stellantis engineers have signed off on the axles, as long as they're the heavy-duty Daniel 44s. And in terms of the brakes, the Gladiator can actually tow 3,500 pounds of an unbraked trailer. So the factory brakes on the Gladiator can handle all of that additional weight, certified, warranted, and all of that. So that's exactly what Acela are doing, and they're employing a 3-to-1 safety factor. So for every 3 pounds they take off the tow rating, they're only adding 1 pound to the payload rating. Stellantis engineers have signed off on this. It's fully warranted. And because Acela are a registered vehicle manufacturer and alterer with NHTSA, they can do all of this legally, and they can actually give the vehicle a new compliance plate. So this is 100% legal. That's a really important point here.
Yeah, we offer different lift kits, we offer different wheel and tire packages, different GVWRs, and then a slew of option content. We are not a 4x4 shop per se. We want to give you a base vehicle that you can adapt for your mission, but we do offer the base packages with our commercial clients, with our emergency services clients, fire departments, search and rescue, wildland fire crews, things like that. Generally they want a turnkey truck. So we do offer a Rubicon winch bumper, we offer a winch, you know, things that they would want. We offer lighting packages, we offer a turnkey fire package with tank and plumbing and pump and all that kind of stuff. We also offer this bed as optional. So we will sell this as a cabin chassis. Again, very, very unique cabin chassis in the North American market. There's really nothing else like this. Nobody, well, I guess there is one company that does build an extended cab, but they've got a very, very short box. So there's really no payload left, and there's very little room to put a bed. So again, the wheelbase, the ratio of the wheelbase to the cab makes this very unique. This bed is 7 feet by 5 feet. So functionally, this is actually larger than a full-size 8-foot truck bed from a square footage standpoint. This bed's very unique. We wanted something a little bit more Aussie style. And so we built a flatbed with drop down and removable sides. Why would we do that, you might ask? Well, a couple reasons. One is it gives you much better access when the sides are up. It gives you much better access, obviously, when the sides are down. Gives you an opportunity to load from either side or the rear. And it allows you to take these off. So if you're ranching during the week or you're doing construction, you've got stuff in the back and you're using it as a pickup truck, but you want to put your camper on the weekend, this gives you a fantastic platform to do that. The headache rack is removable, which is another unique feature. So if you want something slightly longer, or if you want to put a camper with an overhang that's shorter than your headache rack, then we have that opportunity as well. We will build on any trim level Gladiator.
So Rubicon, yes?
You absolutely.
That's the important
Rubicon,
one.
yes, and also with any option content. There were a couple options that threw us some curveballs, but we worked through all of them.
So blind spot monitoring.
That was one of them.
Yep. Auto emergency braking.
No, because we really don't touch the front.
But yes, that is an option. It does work.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Yeah. We use Mopar parts wherever we can. The AEV kit is an exception. The other lift kit that we offer is the Mopar 2-inch lift kit. So the reason for that is we want to keep the vehicle within factory spec as much as possible. Jeep has been great about warranting and allowing, different configurations. Almost everybody does something to their Jeep. But Jeep is very, very happy. We have a very close relationship with Mopar and Jeep Performance Parts, so they would like to keep it within spec. We also offer different size tires and wheels, but we keep those within factory spec as well.
Yeah. And in terms of like spare parts and replacements if things break, all of the driveline is completely factory. So engine, transmission, axles, axle shafts.
We don't
completely stock in every way.
We don't make any modifications to the drivetrain. We don't cut any brake lines, electrical lines, nothing.
Amazing. So if someone's out in the boonies and they break something, they can just order a stock part from any Jeep dealer in the entire country.
Absolutely.
And it will bolt straight on.
Absolutely. This entire build was blessed by Jeep. We worked very closely with Jeep for about a year and a half and their engineers. So they're very comfortable with this. They know what we're up to, and they support it quite a bit.
That is really fantastic to hear that they're on board with people modifying them like this and using them in ways that they never dreamed of. And then the final most important question, can regular people buy this, or is it only for firefighters and other special people?
Well, our focus is on the commercial and governmental markets, but we do sell to the public. We're dabbling in different ways to do that. We're working with one Jeep dealer right now and referring customers to that Jeep dealer. So you can buy your Jeep through the dealer, you can finance through the dealer, right? The normal dealer experience. It happens to be a dealer that's one of the largest commercial dealers in the world. So they really do understand customer service, and they're really good people.
So certainly an ordinary person could just go and order this from that dealer and buy it like they buy any other Jeep.
Yes.
That is fantastic.
Yeah. And
this is not unobtainium. This is not something
no.
people can't have.
No. Well, for today it is, only because we start production in about a month.
Okay. Coming very, very soon.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. That is fantastic news, David. Thanks so much for all this info.
Thank you, Dan.
Really appreciate it.